What's up, you guys? Welcome to Word Wednesday. This is episode 27. We're back after a couple-week hiatus, and I'm super stoked to have one of the best Milwaukee artists that you've heard or seen in the last 10 years coming out of the city. We got Chapelle. Wave, how you doing today?
I'm good, my man. How are you?
I'm doing great, man.
That's dope.
Right off the rip, let people know kind of what you do, where you're from, what your Milwaukee ties are.
For sure. Man, I'm an artist, Chapelle, like my man said, hip-hop artist. Been doing music for a while, man. I grew up on 32nd and Village, so born and raised here in Milwaukee, graduated from Mesmer. Man, just it's been kick ass since then. You know what I mean? I've been touring around. I've toured all over, worked with tons of artists. I've toured with Yo Gotti, Currency, myself. Up to date, I'm a Bucks ambassador. I've performed at Pfizer Forum a couple times. My latest album, Can't Stop, Won't Stop, is out right now. With a couple million streams up. You know what I mean? So it's been awesome, man.
Hell yeah. I gotta ask, how did you get the Bucks ambassador position?
Man, funny enough, really just being a fan. Just being a fan of the team, supporting the team heavy, right?
Yeah.
Like I would watch the games no matter where I'm at. I would always watch the games and tweet. I would tweet a lot and I would post on Instagram. And I would always tag the Bucks, you know, just adding the home team, just showing support. And then you know, I think 2022 they started the ambassador program. That was something new that they were taking on to spread awareness about the team. Just, you know, make it bigger, right?
Yeah.
And they told me I was one of the first people that they reached out to because they went inside of their ads and they saw me.
Just
and then
them.
and somebody also referenced my name. You know, shout out whoever that was that works for the Bucks. They wouldn't tell me who you are, but somebody referenced my name. They looked me up and saw that I was a huge supporter. And you know, since then we've been locked in, man. It's been dope.
That's very dope.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
You have like a favorite moment so far? I know you performed, but outside of like the performance, just like I guess as like a fan experience wise since the ambassador program.
Yeah, so two, I would say one of the games I think we played the Spurs and it was just a blowout, man. It was a blowout. I had really good seats. It was like not floor seats, but like maybe like 3 rows back from the floor. That was super dope. Got a chance to dap up. I think at the time we had Wesley Matthews on the team, so dapped up a couple players, AJ Green, and then man, and then also I have to say rehearsals with the team. You know what I mean? With rehearsals with the dunk squad.
Okay.
There was a time where I jumped off the trampoline and actually dunked. You know what I mean? They let me jump off the trampoline and dunk. I had to sign a waiver, by the way, so just to not get them in trouble.
Front flip or what do we? Just
it was just a tomahawk. Yeah, I went LeBron. I just jumped off the trampoline, cocked it back, and it was just crazy. I was like, yo, this how y'all be feeling up here? But yeah, so that was probably my favorite moment for sure.
Dude, I would feel like my knees would blow out. Like I just am at that place where like I haven't been working out in a while, and I'm like, I feel like these bad boys are a little fragile.
Yeah,
especially on a trampoline.
Yeah, so you gotta get the secret is they say you gotta get like 3-4 jumps in before you like actually try to dunk, just to get a feel for it. But I ain't gonna lie, it's fun, man. Shout out to the Rim Rockers, man. Those are my guys, man.
Always killing it.
I'm an honorary member.
Hell yeah. Dude, we should have like a Milwaukee like rapper edition dunk contest with that.
That'd be hard.
Like,
that'd
go
be hard.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So before too, I saw that you just posted your son made you a bracelet.
Yeah.
And I was dying because dude, my daughter just made me one too.
I love that. Yeah, bro.
She literally made me a Not Like Us bracelet.
Oh, that's hard. Yeah, nah, she snapped.
She was like, can we sell them in the store?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so my boy, he loves the like evil eye bracelets.
Yeah.
And, so at daycare, they took these little bands and, you know, he made them. He swagged me out. This is my favorite one now.
Hell yeah. Dude, I love that. Like anytime kids like bring something home, like I love that.
Yeah, bro. It's like you can't beat receiving a gift from your kid.
Yeah.
Like this is awesome.
Do you think that since having a kid, it's changed your approach on the way that you either do music or just handle business musically?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm a lot more intentional. You know, just more strategic with everything. It's not because now it's not just for me, you know what I mean? Now I have like legacy to think about and all of that. So even the way I write, a lot of my songs are very like substance driven. I still have fun, don't get me wrong, but I do set aside time to you know, make songs that are really, really meaningful that, you know, 20 years from now when he goes back and listens to it, you know, it'll mean something.
A little bit more like conscious precision with the way that you operate. Dude,
absolutely.
Totally. I feel that.
Yeah.
So obviously you've done hundreds of performances. What is one of the best like experiences you had on stage performing? It can be a small intimate show, it can be something crazy. Like what do you think's that like one that's like, damn, this is one that hits.
Man,
Heavy.
so two come to mind. I remember doing I did a so far show in Chicago,
Okay.
and I did a song called Let It Breathe, which is like one of the like more smoother songs. And this couple just told me how like therapeutic the song was for them, which is interesting because, you know, in rap, you know, I have a lot of energy in my performances. But that is a part of the set where I say, okay, this is the breather. And you know, they really let me know, like, man, that part was like very therapeutic, like what you was rapping about, the vibe of the beat and everything.
Yeah.
And that was crazy, you know what I mean? Just to think that me being on stage, I'm like, you know, therapeutic. That word is like, you know, they really was releasing. So that was awesome. And then I would say the Majestic Theater in Madison. I did that. It was packed.
Yeah.
Crazy though, bro. That it was I'm talking about people were screaming their heads off, bro.
Madison turns out. Yeah.
That was crazy. Cause I've seen people turn up, but they was turned.
Who were you with that day? Like you were up there solo? You had other people on the ticket?
No, it was I was opening up for an artist named Dessa. Shout out to Dessa. She's super dope. She's from Minnesota.
Okay.
Really, really dope artist. She's a rapper, singer, poet, all of that. But yeah, so I was opening up for her.
Okay.
Packed out crowd. And again, they were just loving it. Like I got to the middle of the set and I had my boy Dak on stage doing some guitar riffs over a song called Scare Money, and it just went nuts, bro. It's crazy.
I love it.
Yeah.
So now on the flip, one of the worst. Tell me what happened. There's got to be something.
The worst. This one. So at the rave, right? So at the rave, I was opening up for a rapper named V's.
Okay.
He's from Detroit. Totally different crowd from me. But you know, they contacted me. They wanted me to open the show. So I'm like, cool. I'm never gonna back down from the show.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm rapping, and most of the crowd was rocking. Right? They rocking. But one dude, you know, this never happened to me before. This dude throws an ice cube. Like he throws an ice cube, and I had my back turned. Right? I'm walking towards the DJ. I'm just looking at my DJ, making eye contact, and I see a piece of ice fly. And so I instantly turn around. And like at first I was gonna play it off, right? But I was like, I'm a performer, right? So everything that happens, I'm gonna turn it into something.
Yeah.
So I get this like I go like WWE like heel. Like I turn into a heel. I said, who did that? I point in the crowd, who did it? Who did it? And then the crowd's like, they're like, him? And so I go in on them, right? I said, yo, you don't want to do that, homie. I was like, I got people in here that love me, bro. I was riled a crowd up on some like gladiator vibe. And they're like, yeah. I was like, yeah. In my mind, I was like, yes.
You took that like comedian approach where you like flip it on the heckler, like, oh, you think you're doing something here? Bro, I'm about to embarrass you.
I'm about to lay the smack down.
These people are here for me. Yes. You ruined the vibe.
Yeah. So I guess it was good, but it was like it started off back. It's like I'm like in my mind, I'm like, yo, why would somebody throw something?
Right.
Why would you throw something? But then I was like, I saw the opportunity. I was like, okay, let's turn it up.
A moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
So now on this segment, this is called This or That. This is Milwaukee edition. So we rattle off, what do we got? Probably about 7 questions.
Yeah.
You pick which one. If you want to give a reason, you can.
For sure.
Most people do.
Let's do it.
And let us know if you guys agree on these. All right, so this is This or That Milwaukee edition. Question number 1, Summerfest or State Fair?
Ooh, that's tough because State Fair they have more of the like funnel cake type food. They have a lot of snacks. But I'm gonna say Summerfest just because of the music. Like you get the performers and you still get the funnel cake.
Yeah.
Maybe a fried Oreo here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cops or Oscars?
Ooh, you asking the tough questions, bro. I'm gonna say Cops just because my mom loved Cops.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say Cops.
What's the location you usually go to when you're getting Cops?
Oh, right by Port Washington.
Yeah,
you know
the Port.
What I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta pull up over there. Yeah.
Okay. Now I know you might be swayed a little bit because it's coming up.
All right.
Oh, we got Brady Street Days or Bayview Bash.
That's another one that's tough, bro.
Because to me, it's totally different vibes.
Yeah.
Bayview's a little bit more like a lot of like family, artsy.
Yep.
The Brady Street's more like turn up, party.
Yeah. Man, so this will be my first time doing Brady Street Festival.
Okay.
I did Bayview Bash last year for the first time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Brady Street just because I don't know what to expect right now. I don't know what to expect, and it could totally blow me away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Now the next one is gonna be AmFam Field or Pfizer Forum.
Oh, I'm going Pfizer Forum all
All day.
day, all day. That's the arena, bro. Listen, I felt like Kanye walking in that arena, bro. It's crazy.
Dude, hell yeah. I remember, Genesis Renji,
Yeah.
when he performed
That's
there, he wore a SayWord shirt, but like didn't tell me he was going to wear it.
Word.
And so I was streaming the game. And you know, when you stream the game, you see
Yeah.
all the extra cuts.
Right.
And all of a sudden he comes out in SayWord shirt. I was like,
You
what? I
lost
sat
it.
up. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Fire.
Epic.
I love that.
Epic.
Yes.
Epic.
Okay. Better pizza. Ian's
Mhm.
or classic slice?
Woo. Man, I'm gonna say classic slice.
Okay.
I'm gonna go classic slice. Even though switch that. I'm gonna go Ian's.
Yeah.
Ian's looked out for me too many times. It was some dark nights, man. I was so drunk, bro, falling out. But you know what brought me back to life?
Slice of mac and cheese or a smoky.
You feel me? Shout out to Ian's, man. And they be staying open late too. You know what I mean? So.
Hey, and I will say, Ian's has had a SayWord slice.
Yeah.
Classic slice is not.
Yeah.
So I'm a little swayed as well.
Yeah, I'm going Ian's, bro.
Okay.
I'm going Ian's.
Oh yeah. Do you drink it all?
Yeah, for sure.
Bit?
Oh yeah,
all
for
right.
sure.
Pabst or Miller?
Oh, we gonna go Pabst.
Okay.
I'll never forget, bro. And I ain't gonna get nobody in trouble. But I was like 15, 16 in River West drinking Blue Ribbon. Like that was my first beer ever that I ever had. So yeah, I'm going Blue Ribbon. And they sponsored my first mixtape. We did a mixtape.
Fire.
I was in a group called Be Right.
Yeah.
We dropped them. Yeah, we dropped a mixtape called 3D. And then we did the mixtape and we did a release party at a art gallery called Jackpot. This is real history right here.
Yeah, it is.
And Pabst Blue Ribbon, they sponsored it. They sponsored the tape and they sponsored the release party.
Fire.
Yeah.
And that was early. We're talking are we talking like 09?
Yeah.
2010?
Yeah. 09.
Okay.
It was like 09.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very dope. Yep. Now for the last one, better Milwaukee spot to take out of town people, the Milwaukee Zoo or the Domes?
Oh, I'm gonna say the Domes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Domes. Yo, listen here. I'm gonna put y'all on game. You get you a joint, you know what I mean? Or you can take anybody for real, but you know what I mean? For my fellas, you know, you find you a nice joint. Y'all wanna kick it, y'all wanna have a good time. Go to the Domes, get you a Polaroid camera, you know what I mean, and take some really cool, fly, aesthetically pleasing pictures with all the flowers and all that. Yeah.
Maybe take some mushrooms on the way.
You feel me?
I won't judge. Yeah. Just include me.
Yeah, that's a vibe. It's a vibe.
But hey, I like the Domes too. I really vibe. Like the zoo, I feel like you can get that zoo experience pretty much anywhere. A little bit interchangeable. We got a cool zoo.
Yeah.
But the Domes is just
and the zoo can be overstimulating too, because a lot of times you be having kids,
a lot of walking.
Yeah.
I feel you. Well, that was this Word Wednesdays, this or that Milwaukee edition. Let me know what you guys think about his answers. I thought they were fire, pretty much on par with everything I was feeling.
For sure.
So now in this segment, we usually talk about like ghosts or ghouls or like legends. Have you heard about like any of the Milwaukee stuff, like Beast of Bray Road? Do you know that one from up north?
Nah, put me on.
What about Haunchyville?
Yes.
The one in Mesquite?
Yep,
okay.
Yep.
So recently this one came out. Apparently it happened in La Crosse. In like 2006 was like the first sighting, but this guy, I got her in here. It was a father-son. They were driving down and all of a sudden they noticed this like big thing coming towards them. And right as it was about to hit, it flew right up and hit, like scraped their car. And gone. They reported it to be like a 7-foot tall bat wings, like a man bat type figure.
A man bat.
So then like 2 weeks later, another group of people are walking through the woods trying to find this lost dog. And they say they see the exact same thing. Have you ever heard of like the Mothman?
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
So there's been rumors for like 30, 40 years that Wisconsin had a Mothman up north.
Okay.
And do you believe in that type of like cryptid stuff? A little bit. What's some stuff you do believe in?
I definitely believe in aliens. So I've had an experience. I've had an experience where I was in Denver.
Okay.
I was in Denver and we camped out. Like we was there visiting some friends or whatever, but we wanted to camp out, you know, outside, get the whole experience. Man, I promise you not, bro. I'm in the camp zone. I woke up. Now, mind you, we did smoke. We smoked mad weed.
Yeah.
Right. But I slept it off. I was not high at this point.
Yeah.
I woke up, bro. I had to pee. So you walk away.
Yeah,
go to a tree.
You're not trying to pee all close.
So you go find a tree.
Little bit.
I swear to God, bro. I walk up to this tree and I see a light that looked like the moon, or it could have been a star.
Yeah.
And it was getting closer, but it was descending, coming down. And I'm like, I thought I was tripping, so I stayed there and I kept looking. And it really, I start seeing it like get like glow, like get close.
Yeah.
So after that, I got scared. So I just like, man, hey, I'm out. Like I'm straight. I'm good. I'm cool. I know exactly what that was. That was an alien.
Yeah.
Dropping down in his Tesla UFO, and you feel me? I was cool on it,
dude. So we had Samer Ghani on the podcast,
Mhm.
and he shared a story that like sometimes when people tell stories, when you can hear the like borderline like tremor in their voice, you can just feel like the honesty in it. And he straight up had like an abduction like experience when he was overseas.
Crazy.
And that to me is like to me, if you don't believe in aliens, you're just being ignorant, because it's like to think we're the only ones out there is like, come on, bro.
It's wild.
We can't be like
and
that.
then also too, man, Area 51 wouldn't be a thing. Why
the government literally told us that they were real.
Yeah, they're like, yo.
Have you ever had any other like weird, like ghosty, like how do you feel about ghosts? Fact or cat?
I don't know. I feel like I've definitely had some experiences.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I've been in the rave a couple times. You know what I mean? Like the area.
Yeah,
though.
like the pool.
Yeah, bro. And you know, you hear stuff. You hear stuff moving. You hear stuff dropping. Like, yo, we don't want you in here. Basically, is what they saying.
Move around.
And so, you know, I haven't physically, you know, got brushed or nothing, but listen, I take note for sure.
Yeah.
When my man's the ghost in the back throw the rock, get up out of there.
Dude, there's been times where I'll be here at like 10 o'clock at night and toys will just fall off the shelf. And I'm like, that means it's time to pack up and go.
Man, I will tell this story. One time late at night, you know the Wii, the OG like Wii, Nintendo Wii?
Yeah.
No, you have the sensor bar. Yeah, the sensor bar, right? Now I got the sensor bar taped. I got it taped on the wall.
Okay.
So it don't come down.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to fall.
Yeah.
Right? It's taped on both sides. I promise you. I'm playing. And that joint swung to the right, like off the wall. It didn't fall. It wasn't like it fell, like the tape was loose. It just to the right. I was like, oh, okay, Smash Bros. Over. Like, we finna go. It's the wrap.
I came in one day, and the Brett Favre picture on the wall was like 5 feet from the wall, and there was shattered glass everywhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And I went back and I looked on the camera, and literally it's on the wall.
And
all of a sudden, like 3 feet, like literally pops straight off the wall and goes down and shatters. And I was like,
you had a ghost that wasn't a Packers fan, bro.
I mean, I don't blame him, but that's all right. That's all right. So now this segment, have you ever heard of the podcast Who Would Win?
I don't know. I feel like I've seen it on Instagram before.
Yeah, I've shared it a couple times. But the Who Would Win podcast is a podcast you can find on Spotify, Apple Music. It's hosted by Ray Canis and James Gapsky. Every week they do 2 characters from pop culture, and they pin them against each other.
Okay.
They represent each one, and then they have a guest judge.
Yeah.
It is super cool. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, it's heavy on the nerdy side, but these guys are passionate. The debates are really fun. I love them. They always have really interesting matchups.
Yep.
We have merch with them right now, so you guys head to SayWord.co and check out the Who Would Win merch. There's tons of tees and a figure stand and so much more. Make sure you guys check it out.
Fire.
So right now we're going to do a Word Wednesday, Who Would Win. This is based off of some of my favorite episodes over the last couple of weeks. It is a new episode every week.
Yeah.
And you let us know who would win and why. And if you don't know a character, that's fine. You can just say, I don't really know who that is. But most of these are pretty general. Let me know what you think. You guys let us know what you think. Question number 1, Luke Skywalker versus Link. I know we're wearing a Yoda shirt, but it is a good matchup. Luke Skywalker versus Link.
Listen, Luke is my favorite. Luke is probably my favorite character off Star Wars because he's probably the strongest.
Yeah.
So I'm going Luke all day. Luke,
okay.
It'll be a good duel. Because Link is strong.
Yeah.
He's witty. You know what I mean? He's clever. He's quick. But Luke has the Force, bro, and he's the strongest Jedi.
It's hard to argue with the Force.
Yeah, bro.
Very dope. We got Luke with the dub.
Yeah.
Question number 2, DC's The Joker versus Marvel's Daredevil.
Ooh, I'm going Joker. I'm gonna go Joker because he's more ruthless. There's more reckless abandon with the Joker. Yeah. So he's willing to go there. Just he enjoys it.
Yeah.
He's gonna enjoy whatever fight is going on. He's gonna have fun and he's gonna enjoy it. Whereas Daredevil is like he's trying to find an angle. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Daredevil can whoop some ass.
Yeah.
But I just think Joker, his killer instinct and craziness is just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like, if Joker can go toe to toe with Batman, he can go toe to toe with Daredevil.
There you go.
For sure.
There you
For
go.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is question number 3. This is, have you seen the show The Boys?
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so this is the Titans, DC's Titans versus Amazon Prime's The Seven from the series The Boys. And it would be, so the Titans would consist of like their grouping's going to be like Starfire, Nightwing, Raven, Beast Boy, Cyborg.
Give me the Titans.
Titans.
Give me the Titans. The chemistry is too. Their team chemistry is too good.
Yes, they actually like each other.
Yeah, you feel me? The team chemistry is gonna take over all day. They're gonna be doing moves, combo moves together. We on that episode they had me as a judge on. And at first I'm like, well, the boys are just so violent. Or sorry, I keep saying it. The seven. The seven.
The seven is, they're just so violent and so aggressive.
Yeah.
But the way that like they were both represented, it was like, dude, that's like a team set up to fail.
Yeah,
you know, they don't have any chemistry. They
no
don't
chemistry.
Vibe.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, okay. So we got Titans coming on the dub over the 7. So now we have the Punisher versus Cad Bane from Star Wars. Both characters I love. I didn't know that much about Cad Bane until listening to the episode, but
Skull from you mean from Ahsoka?
Yeah, Cad Bane's the he's in Mandalorian. He's got the tubes on his neck. He's the bounty hunter.
Oh, got you. The alien.
The alien dude.
Bro.
Yeah, he's pretty badass.
Bro, give me Cad Bane all day, bro. Did you know he has a tube? He has a tube in like lodged into his body so he can't be force choked.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Bro. He got so like give me him all day.
Cad Bane all day?
Yeah, Cad Bane all day.
With the dub.
Yeah, because he's trained to fight against people with supernatural abilities, even though he don't have none.
Okay. Yeah. I knew very little about him until the episode.
Yeah. So I went back when you watch the animated series Clone Wars.
Yes.
So he makes a couple appearances in Clone Wars.
Okay.
And there was an episode where they couldn't force choke him, or they couldn't even lift him up with the force. Because, like, he has all this stuff implanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that early series of Clone Wars that was like the 5-minute episodes that Cartoon Network?
Yeah, it's like a different type of animation.
Yeah. It almost looks like Samurai Jack animation a little bit. Dude, I love that series.
Yeah,
that was so gas.
That one was dope. And they had a really cool video game on like the website, cartoonnetwork.com.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Dude, some of those games on there were fire.
Yeah.
Like the skateboarding, like Ed, Ed and Eddie one.
Literally, bro. Or the Kids Next Door one was dope.
Yep, the Powerpuff Girls one.
For sure.
Bangers. There's a website that you can actually recover some of those games and still play them.
I gotta find it.
Now, question number 5. We have Shang-Chi from Marvel versus Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat.
Give me Liu Kang. Because the people he got to fight against so ruthless, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I know Marvel would get real, but like, bro, it's Liu Kang. He's like, they fight to the death,
literally.
Yeah, literally, bro.
Oh yeah, Liu Kang with the dub on that one. It's true. That one is, I feel like, could go either way. I don't remember who actually won in the episode, but that's another one you guys got to check out. So then this week's episode, have you heard? This one was crazy, and as soon as I saw the announcement, I'm like, oh, people are gonna be pissed. Do you know the cartoon? It's a kid's cartoon. It's called Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir. I think it's on like Disney Plus.
Man, I don't think I've heard of it.
Dude, so you'll have to check it out. So they do Deadpool and Wolverine because the movie's coming out versus Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir. And
who won?
I have about 20 minutes left, and I have no idea, but I avoided the comments on Facebook because so many people were like, this decision was bullshit.
It was crazy.
I was like, oh, God, that means the kids' cartoon probably won. Like, dude,
Deadpool and Wolverine, that's a deadly combo, bro.
Crazy healing factor.
I was going to say, can they die? They can't even die.
I'm pretty sure Deadpool comes back in a comic book from like a single drop of blood.
Yeah.
Like he completely regenerates.
Yeah.
Like, but they've had some crazy episodes. Like they had like Deathstroke versus the Care Bears.
Oh, yeah.
They had Lobo from DC versus Twilight Sparkle.
Crazy.
And like they've just had some super, super goofy ones. But you guys make sure you check out the most recent episode of Deadpool,
Do that.
Wolverine versus Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Yeah.
We also just dropped 4 new Deadpool and Wolverine tees on SayWord.co, so make sure you guys check those out as well. Available for drop shipping worldwide. That was this week's Who Would Win. I appreciate that. Make sure you check out their podcast, you guys.
Facts.
So I know summer is super busy.
Facts.
For you.
Crazy busy.
What are some of the things you got coming up?
Whoo. Okay, boom. So I got Brady Street Festival. I got a show coming up at Lilliput Records on the 27th.
Fire.
I have a sold out show in Minnesota, First Avenue with Atmosphere.
Yep.
That's gonna be crazy. If y'all, my viewers watching, if y'all in Minnesota, pull up. Or if you close. And then yeah, bro, just working on the album. I'm working on 2 albums. I got an EP that'll drop the end of August, and then I have like a full length album I'm thinking more like September, October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel that summer? I know that summer seems to be more shows. Do you find it to be more productive, like musically, because you're like in the zone constantly performing?
Yeah.
Compared to like the Wisconsin winters that are a little like dreary and cold and people kept inside and stuff.
Yeah. Fortunately, man, I do shows. I have shows like all year round, which is dope. Like I have shows all through September too.
Yeah.
But I do find it. I think it's funner in the summer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just everyone's outside.
Yeah.
You're making so many fans, and you're also delivering music as well. You know what I mean? Like wintertime, we kind of get in the bunker and just like cook.
Wait for the spring to pop out.
Yeah. So we drop a lot. So I guess the syncing, it's like a synchronization of shows and music dropping in the summertime, which makes the summer feel better.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So if you could pick 2 people to feature anybody, it can literally be alive or dead, realistic or not, any 2 people to feature on a song with you.
Oh,
who would it
bro,
be?
This is such a hard question, bro. Sheesh.
What's some of the first ones that come to mind?
Kanye and Jay-Z.
Crazy.
But see, I wanna incorporate the current big 3 as well. So I'm gonna say Kanye and Drake.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Kanye and Drake.
Okay.
Because that's a hit. It's a hit, bro. You're not gonna lose. Kanye gonna do something crazy with the beat. Drake's gonna give you the best hook of all time, and then the verses is gonna be fire. You know what I mean?
So with all the Kendrick and Drake stuff going on, we've been talking about it with a couple of people, and I think it's funny. Like, are you still listening both artists?
Well, yeah, I think so. From my personal opinion, I think at the end of the day, these guys are, and I'm gonna include Cole in this.
Yeah.
For our era, 2010s to now, these guys are the best. You know what I mean? They're the top 3. They've been carrying this thing, and they do music the best. So I think everyone's still gonna listen to Drake. They're still gonna listen to Kendrick and Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because we were talking about it in the shop. Like, we know so many people who like won't play Drake at all anymore. I'll be honest, it's some songs just because of the way that they've been like memed or like made fun of so much. It is hard for me to keep them on, but it's like people that are, it just kind of sometimes shows like the follower mentality, because
the group think. It's group think.
Now it's not cool, but it's like, bro, if you've been banging it this whole time, don't do it now because you don't want to get clowned.
Right. And here's my thing. When you get in your car and you turn on your radio and that Drake song comes on, you're still gonna sing that Drake song. When you pull, and obviously I don't have a dog in the fight. Obviously, I think, I've been pretty public with my opinion. I think that Drake, was the better rapper. I'm not saying he won the beef, but I think that he was the better rapper. Like, I was more impressed with his verses that he dropped with the back and forth than Kendrick's.
Okay.
Even though I agree that he did not win, but he didn't not win because he didn't rap better. But
anyway, feel lyrically he outworked.
I was more impressed with the verses from him. Yeah, for sure. But so boom, little hot take.
Maybe
right there.
K-Dot won the game, but you're saying Drake was MVP.
Yeah, like you can still win. It's like say we're boxers and we go the distance.
Yeah,
you can still win the match, even though you probably didn't box better than me.
Yeah,
it's still possible for you to win because your strategy or whatever the case may be. But so boom, that's where I stand. But anyway, I feel like boom. But obviously Drake lost. But still, if you go outside today and tell people to pull out their phones, go to your Apple Music right now, show me between Kendrick and Drake, how many songs you have downloaded, I have a good feeling that there's gonna be more Drake songs in that phone
100%.
than the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I won't argue with that.
yeah,
People like, I saw so many people clowning like, name a K Dot album you'll listen to front and back.
yeah,
There for a lot of people there's not. I mean, for me, there's a couple I'd listen to.
yeah.
But yeah, I
And
totally get
what's crazy for me, well, not crazy, but what's interesting for me is I'm a fan of both, like equally, right? I have as many Kendrick albums downloaded as I have Drake albums downloaded. I can literally sit here and rap like B-side Kendrick verses right now. But that's because I study the game, right? I also play the game.
Right.
I was explaining it to the homie the other day. It's like you can be a ex-player analyzing the game, or you could be like Stephen A. and Skip Bayless, or like one of these guys, which don't get me wrong, anybody can critique it, but we're just critiquing it from a different angle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I always feel like that's where my opinion is.
Yeah.
It's coming from a skill standpoint and from a standpoint of somebody that actually like, I do this. You know?
Yeah. That's how I feel about some stuff, to where it's like soccer. I've played soccer my whole life. So like watching a game with other people will be like, oh, they're so stupid for playing like that. It's like, yeah, bro, but you don't realize, like, you've never played, so you don't understand how they're supposed to be operating, and like country to country play very different and stuff. So yeah, it's different when you have experience on and off, like in the game of what it is.
Yeah. So
okay,
you know,
if you could go back, say 10 years, what's something you would tell yourself then? Just words of encouragement or a warning. What's like one thing you'd go back and tell yourself?
That's a thoughtful question. There's a lot of things.
Yeah, I feel that.
There's a lot of things, man. I would tell myself, I would just say longevity. Yeah. I would literally just look at myself in the face and say longevity. Think every decision that you make, think with longevity in mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because and perseverance, because it's so, that's like the main ingredient to any success. Anybody that's like wildly successful, whether it's being an artist or a businessman or anything, perseverance is the main ingredient, bro. There's so many guys. You're gonna get so many no's, bro. There's gonna be times where you come up and then you might fall off, or you might lose it, or you know what I mean. And you go and you just gotta climb back. But people who have perseverance are more likely than not to accomplish whatever they're trying to do. And that's something they don't tell you in school either. You know what I mean? Like in school, they'll be like, "Oh, if you follow this step and this step and this step, and then you'll get here," right? But it's not that way, because you can follow those steps and still you feel me? And it could take so long. But yeah, like I said, when you have that perseverance, it just allows you to have this strength and this will to just keep going, and eventually, you know what I mean, that thing happens. I want to say this part. There's an interview with Nipsey Hussle where he says, he's like, you know, I'm not this like genius, bro. I'm not this like crazy genius of a person. He's like, the most genius thing I ever did was just not give up. You know what I mean? And it's so simple, but it's not easy to do. So I would sit myself down, I would look at myself, and I would say longevity, perseverance, and then I would disappear.
Hell yeah. So now, obviously, Milwaukee, the music scene is super diverse. I see a lot of new names and upcoming. You know, what's one person you see kind of on the rise right now that you really see what they're doing and see them amounting to something genuine?
Man, there's so many people. There's so many people you can shout out, bro.
There is.
Man, I'll name a few. I'll go. Man, my guy Nile, he's super dope. My boy Ishdar, of course, he's awesome. Steve the Stoner, somebody I just recently met at Summerfest, real genuine dude, man. He just has this energy about him, like you could tell that he's somebody when he walks in the room. A lot of gravitational pull. So shout out to him. JP, Big Frank, Maya P. There's so many Milwaukee artists, man. Milwaukee in general is just having such a moment right now. And it's beautiful to see, because I always remember there's times, man, being in high school where we would always ask like, yo, who's the person in Milwaukee that's gonna be our guy? Like,
Yep.
you know, New York has Jay-Z,
Yeah.
Chicago has Kanye or Chance the Rapper, Chief Keef, Atlanta has you name it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the conversation in Milwaukee would always be, you know, who's that person for us? And now fast forward to this day, we have it's not just one person.
Yeah.
It's a renaissance and a plethora of multiple people that's just breaking through the door at one time, and it's awesome to see, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, I think like, not to get into it, but obviously
Mm-hmm.
between like 2020 and like 2022,
Mm-hmm.
there was a lot of stuff going on with like people that were viewed as like the face of like music in Milwaukee,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of that stuff went south.
Yeah.
And I think it opened the door to all these people to kind of be like, dude, we're gonna be like unapologetically ourselves,
Yeah.
and there's room for everybody to do whatever we want.
Absolutely.
And so there's going to be something for everybody, and that's why I really like what Steve the Stoner's doing, because he's doing what he wants when he wants to, and if he gets kicked out, if people fuck, it doesn't matter, because he's up there doing exactly what he wants. And seeing that man do a backflip was honestly crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out to Steve, man. He's super dope, and I guess I can announce it here, man. This is the first time I said it. We got some on the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's already in the works. So
yes, it needs to happen. I think that's another thing too, is years past, so many like Milwaukee artists didn't want to work with each other for whatever reasons, and now I think that bridge is being made and that wall's coming down, and like people are like, if we're going to succeed, we need to build together.
Yeah,
for sure. Communal thing.
Yeah, and my thing, I want to be intentional about bridging that gap, like you were saying. There is, because now what they do is, now that there are the artists here, now with like the write ups and all the people do, they separate us now. They're like, oh, these guys over here, this is actual Milwaukee, and these guys over here, it's like the other Milwaukee. But but it's like, nah, we really, you know what I mean? We all the same. We from the same city. We just telling our stories from our perspectives. But you know, I just want to be intentional about now. Look, we all here together. You know what I mean? Like we bridging the gap. So I think it's dope.
Yeah. I think that the best way to come up is like together, because it's like strength in numbers. And I truly feel that this is the best the Milwaukee music scene has been in 10 plus
it's thriving,
years.
Bro.
It is.
It's thriving.
It is. What is one venue you'd like to play within this next year?
Whew. I mean, not to flex, man. What venue haven't I done? Nah, man. I would love to do Vivarium again. I'm doing it again actually in September.
Okay.
So I guess I'll say, excuse me. I would say Turner Hall.
Okay.
I haven't done Turner Hall. It's a big venue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to pack that thing out, but I would love to take on that challenge. Get in that building.
Would you ever do like one of the music festivals like Lala or Coachella or something like that?
Yeah. That's definitely on the bucket list. You know what I mean? This thing is, you know, you got to climb up. It's like when you do story mode in Mortal Kombat, like the old one, you know, you start off down here and then you go up and go up. Man, we just knocking these checklists off. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. That was this week's Word Wednesday, episode 27 with Wave. If you want to give out any piece of advice, be anything that you want to sign off the episode with. But before you do that, make sure you plug yourself. Let people know where they can find you on Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff.
For sure. Yo, it's your boy Wave Chapelle. Follow me on Instagram, really all social media platforms. Real Wave Chapelle, not the fake one. It's a lot of fake waves out there. Find the real one. You know what I mean? I'm on all DSPs, Apple Music, Spotify, Wave Chapelle, like Dave Chappelle. Shout out my uncle. I mean, I'm wearing Yoda, so I'm going to hit him with a Yoda quote. He says, do or do not. There is no try. You know what I mean? Don't try. Don't say I'm going to try to do it. Just do it. And if you're not going to do it, then don't. You know what I mean? Just go out there and do it.
Thank you, guys. That was episode 27. Wave, thank you for being here.
My dog.
Appreciate
May the force be with y'all.
Thank you, man.
My man.